On September 14th, we finally got our first Pokemon starter from Hoenn, our favorite fire chicken Blaziken. As everyone rejoiced on how balanced the Pokemon might be in comparison towards Mewtwo Y, sadly, there have been some that were disappointed based on the amount of effort needed to play Blaziken. Sorry Mewtwo mains. Given that we only have Blaziken for a week during the making of this video, I've taken the opportunity to try him out and was able to produce an analytical overview of Blaziken's movesets, kits, day 1 builds, and combos. Keep in mind that Blaziken is still a new character, and this video might be out of date once people figure out more about the Pokemon. Nonetheless, enjoy. Firstly, the most notable and unique mechanic that you might notice immediately is that Blaziken is a stance character. This means that he is able to swap his playstyle and moveset on the go throughout the battle with his Unite move, which we will cover first before his other moves. Using the move envelops Blaziken in flames, dealing damage around him and swapping between punch style and kick style. When swapping to punch style, Blaziken gets access to Focus Blast and Fire Punch, while also gaining a temporary attack buff. When swapping to kick style, Blaziken gets access to Blaze Kick and Overheat, while also gaining a temporary speed buff. Now that we've covered the stance mechanics of Blaziken, here's a quick rundown on Blaziken's kit. For Blaziken's passive, every time Blaziken attacks with his basic attack or move, the target receives a Fire Fragment stack. Hitting a target with 5 fragment stacks will deal additional damage and restore Blaziken's HP. Blaziken can heal more when his health is half or lower. Focus Blast shoots a projectile that explodes upon impact, slowing and dealing damage to enemies. I find that this move is great for many things, such as chasing enemies or as a finisher. Fire Punch unleashes 2 flaming punches in a direction, moving Blaziken forwards and dealing damage. This move can be used again if it hits an opposing Pokemon and can be redirected during the move's animation. Blaze Kick sends Blaziken forwards and deals damage to targets it hits while shoving them. If the shoved target hits a wall, they will be temporarily stunned and slowed. And finally, we have Overheat, where Blaziken charges towards a direction and deals damage in front of him. This is similar to Urshifu's Wicked Blow, and enemies cannot see you charging while in the bush. You can use the eject button while charging this move, and you can change the direction of where you're aiming to catch enemies off by surprise. Here are some bread and butter combos to help you get started. For builds, I noticed that Razor Claw seems to be the main core item for Blaziken, as with 6 moves this means a lot of Razor procs, creating high dueling potential, and the slow helps prevent targets from slipping away in a fight. For the other 2, I like the changing up depending on where I am in lane. If I'm stacking, I'll go with Cookie and Wait, but if I'm not feeling confident, I like to go with Weakness and Focus Ban. These 2 slots are interchangeable and flexible, so go with what feels right to you. Runes wise, I like the standard 6 brown, 6 white brawler set, alongside with an eject button. To conclude, I think that Blaziken is in an interesting spot in the meta at the moment as a high skill ceiling character with great dueling and secure potential, alongside with creative combos for any situation. However, Blaziken does not have any game changing moves to turn the tides with during teamfights. I also felt that Blaziken might not be very bulky even as an all-rounder, as I found myself blown up in fights easily. Regardless, I'm still very happy that we managed to get Blaziken in the roster, and I'm expecting some big buffs in the near future. Well, that concludes this Blaziken guide. I hope that you guys found it useful. If there's anything else that I'm missing out on this guide, feel free to leave a comment down below. In any case, I'll see you soon.